Lazio World.
I tifosi della Lazio nel mondo.
I can tell you, it's been for me one of my best ever night with La Lazio. I do remember a lot of them, but these in the last years was really unbelievable. It's really difficult for me to show you all the emotion that we passed through. Let me just restart from the beginning when past Monday, we got the news of Giorgio Chinaglia when he passed away. Then we just came from a debate, sconfitta. We lost against Cagliari and we were all in the press. And then what happens, Giorgio? And then what happens? The atmosphere grow in Roma, in the city, in like a proportional, a cubic system, 2 by 2 by 4 by 16 by unbelievable. Radios, forums, everything. Expecting the night. Everyone was expecting this night. That night starts at 8:15 p.m. with a first picture that we dedicate to Mirko, the young guy that has an accident. And I shout on the microphone, "Come on, Mirko, don't give up. That is the beginning of the night." And I wish to Mirko all the best with all of you. Then the atmosphere jump to the waiting time, to the Eagle, to Olympia, and Olympia flies with a black strip, with a white and blue and a black strip to remember Giorgio. Immediately after, when people were watching on the screen, this video that you hear that sound, that was the video dedicated to Giorgio Chinaglia, and 3 minutes and 25 minutes of video with slides, picture, action, goals, and it ends up with, yes, it was my way, my style, Giorgio Chinaglia style. Benvenuti a Lazio World, questa è la trasmissione in inglese dedicata a tutti i tifosi nel mondo, inglese e anche un po' di italiano. Stavo spiegando ai nostri amici dopo una presentazione e un ricordo della notte fantastica che abbiamo passato tutti insieme a Lazio-Napoli, quello che potrà essere anche il futuro e quello che vuole essere LazioStyle per voi e per i tifosi. La radio in diretta, la vita in diretta praticamente poi della vostra squadra, della vostra società, non trasmissioni a scaletta, ma di momento in momento c'è una possibilità. Possiamo parlare con Luigi Sinibaldi in questo momento, abbiamo appena parlato con lui, appena arrivati a Torino, appena arrivati in albergo, pronti per andare a cena. Magari potremo fare il buona cena al Mister Reia, così come domani e come negli altri giorni a venire, questa sarà SS LazioStyle Radio. Detto ciò, torno in inglese perché ho i miei amici in diretta. Avremo un'altra volta e con grande piacere tra poco Giorgio J.R. Chinaglia da Boston e avremo Velia Donati, la moglie di Aldo Donati, a cui chiudiamo con Aldo Donati il trittico dei 3 top singer della Lazio con i loro inni, parlando poi di ognuno di loro, e per Aldo riservato chiaramente una serata particolare che è questa. Benvenuti ancora una volta, Lazio World. So, and you live in Brisbane, you're born in Brisbane?
Yes. So the way I like to show my Lazialita is through the designs.
Yeah.
But I don't do it for any personal glory, just for the love of Lazio. I don't actually sign them with my name.
Perfect.
Yeah, I've been battling an illness. That's the reason I haven't come. But my dream, of course, is to come to Rome, meet my family, and of course, worship at the Lazio altar.
So let's do it. And when you will join La Lazio in Roma, remember, 15,000 miles from Australia for you. This is going to be your banner. Welcome to Mike SSL Lazio Australia here in Lazio World at LazioStyle Formello. Ciao Mike, good night. And someone that really made a special, let's call him a special guest. But special guest in that moment was very difficult for all of us. But he really was, I think, surprised and amazed on what happens in the stadium. So for this reason, I'm really honored to say welcome back to Giorgio J.R. Chinaglia. Ciao Giorgio.
Ciao.
Come stai? How are you?
I'm good. As good as I can be.
As good as you can be, right? It's hard for me to tell the story, your story. I did in the beginning of the show about the whole night, and you receiving the jersey, watching the people, receiving from people hugs, and everybody's telling their story about your father. That was so difficult for you, but you did great, believe me.
Thank you.
Believe me, in a minimum part happens to me a long time ago with my father when he passed away. So I can feel you, how difficult it is to smile to everybody, to say, ciao, how are you, nice to meet you, and everybody telling, you know what we are talking about.
I know my father was there smiling down on all of his fans. He really loved his fans. They made him who he was, and he was very proud to be a part of Lazio.
Yeah. Okay. You said beautiful things. You said they made your father. They made your father what he was. Okay.
Absolutely.
Now, let me tell you something. Maybe you don't know our history as a Laziale, even me, because I'm only 50 years old. But remember one point: Lazio 74. Was something unique, the whole team. Your father was the punta del diamante, the point, the top of the hill, the top of the mountain.
Yes.
What this crazy, because they were crazy, believe me, Giorgio, they were really crazy, all of them, from Gallaschelli, Pulici, Wilson, all these people. What they did, they bring back to us the dignity and proud to be Laziale. That's what they did. That is very important. And your father was, believe me, the craziest one. The simple, the natural guy. It's very difficult, but you see with your eyes, you touch with your fingers, with your soul, what happens. Giorgio Chinaglia, Il grido di battaglia, and all these things. So that's why, again, grazie. Grazie.
Yeah, I mean,
grazie.
it was incredible. It's still hard to believe that he's gone. I miss him terribly. He was too young to leave us, but these things happen. Fortunately for him, he'll live on forever through his fans, his friends, and his family.
You know what? Now it's hard for me to talk to you because my nephew is Giorgio. Because my cousin, that is my age, it's 55, he called his first son Giorgio. It happens for many people, many Laziali, to call the first son Giorgio in honor of your father. So that means a lot. And your name is Giorgio. So I would like to say ciao Giorgio to you. Go back to Papa. I can't see him. Go back, stay with him and say, Papa, unbelievable how many friends, how many people loves you and loves the family. That's the only things I can tell you. And I have nothing else to say. Grazie, Giorgio.
I mean, I can't begin to thank the fans for all the support. It's still coming in every single minute, and even my mother and my sisters like to thank them as well. It's just been so beautiful that in these hard times, it just makes the days a little bit brighter.
Okay, let's do it together. I wait for you in Roma again. I wait for you, for the family. Please.
Yes, we're definitely gonna come back. It was great to be back there. I have to come back more often. It's such a beautiful, beautiful country.
And if I come to United States, I promise you, I will. If you have time, I will join you and see you.
Absolutely, we'll go get some dinner.
Mio piacere, mio grande piacere. Grazie. May I say like this? Grazie a Giorgio Chinaglia, grazie a Giorgio JR, il figlio di Giorgio Chinaglia. Ti abbraccio. Hug. Ciao Giorgio.
Grazie, Forza Lazio.
Forza Lazio. Welcome to Velia. Velia, benvenuta.
Grazie dell'invito. Io saluto tutti coloro che sono collegati con noi da tutte le parti del mondo, perché orgogliosi di essere laziali.
Fammi tradurre, Velia.
Sì.
This is Velia live with us. And she said thank you first of all, and she sent her regards to all of you laziali all over the world. Allora, Velia, La lazialità di Aldo, come la possiamo tradurre? Come la posso tradurre? Aiutami a tradurre la lazialità di Aldo. Velia, help me how to translate lazialità style Aldo style.
Very crazy.
Ecco.
Un pazzo.
You did it. She did it. Very crazy laziale. Ma
Sì,
lascio
sì,
a te. Tu parla, io traduco, ok?
Allora, basta immaginare appunto un pazzo che
You have
faceva
to imagine a crazy guy
guardava la partita a volte
watching the
se non
match
andava allo stadio
in the
rimaneva
stadium,
comunque in piedi tutta la partita,
standing up for the whole match
avanti e dietro davanti al televisore,
in front of TV, also was standing. He will never sit down. E quindi Velia?
e quindi Aldo dovette ha fatto questo, l'ha composto e poi ha dovuto chiedere un permesso alla sua casa discografica per poterlo incidere con un'altra etichetta, perché chiaramente non era contemplato nella grande RCA fare questo tipo di operazione, e andò in una Lazio Juve 3-0 credo,
okay,
a registrare i cori nella curva e fece questo inno che in realtà parla dei tifosi nella trepida attesa che precede la partita, in cui i tifosi già sono alti e appunto trepidanti, aspettano la loro squadra, no? Ecco perché si chiama Inno alla Lazio, ma ribattezzato già 2 ore.
Okay. Let me translate, talking about Aldo Donati and with Velia here on Lazio World, and Velia is telling us how it's been 2 hours born. She said that Aldo, when Soralella asked him to do the anthem, he went to a Lazio Juve 3-0 and 3-0, and what he did, he tape recorded the chants of the curva. Okay, he was in the middle recording them, and then he wrote Inno alla Lazio, anthem to la Lazio, then with a different editor, because he was singing for a special editor in that period as a singer. So he has the permission. Can I do a anthem for La Lazio, a hymn for La Lazio? I say, okay, do it, but with another house, like Sony or RCA or whatever you want. So he did it, and then they call after that they call it It's Been 2 Hours. Poi la versione inglese dopo, immagino.
Diciamo nel 2000, credo, intorno proprio nel periodo dello scudetto.
Oh, okay. So, okay. Thanks to Velia. So, 1977. So, Aldo Donati made this anthem in the same period like La Vola Lazio Vola, and before Antonello Venditti, Grazie Roma. Okay, that's very important. Sempre prima degli altri. L'ultima cosa, the last thing. Ti porto i saluti dall'Austria, dall'Indonesia, dall'Inghilterra, dall'Australia, aspetta, non riesco a vederli tutti, perdonami. Grazie.
Che emozione.
Allora, Forza Lazio, regards for Miss Donati, dal Libano, dalla Serbia, dalla Croazia. Un ragazzo scrive l'uomo vampiro fantastico, pensa com'era matto, e io ti lascio così, poi finirò in inglese e ti chiudo, ok? Però penserò io a tradurre. Una carezza ad Aldo da parte mia e di tutti noi, questo è quello che ti chiedo, because if we won against the Napoli's one match, and then we're gonna have another match, that's Juventus tomorrow night, and I hope our players will do the same how they did against Il Napoli. But then fights and battle in life are different. Hard battles like Mirko are doing now in a bed, alone, with his heart and with God. And with these words I say, good night, my friends. This is Lazio World. This is Paolo.